Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? Well, it's difficult to explain actually where we are, but we're actually on a road to the rear of the Alpha Mega Uptown Supermarket. So, Limassol roundabout, you've got the Alpha Mega Supermarket on the right hand side as you start your descent down towards Midtown Paphos, and behind that supermarket is this road, and we're going to join a roundabout at the end. If we were to go left, we would go back to the main ring road. Where can I say that is? By McDonald's, and where the former home centre and where the new home centre is, that road, if you understand me. Yeah, okay. So, but at this roundabout, we could go right and head towards the rear of the Paphos courts, but we're not going to do that. We're going to go straight over it, and eventually we're going to come to a set of traffic lights, and then we're going to do a bit of a wiggle to the right, and then a bit of a wiggle to the left, and we're going to work our way down the rear of the Paphos main police station, and then slowly but surely into the area known as Universal. There we go. Lots of people watching probably understand where the Universal area is. Some people own properties there, and some people have stayed in properties there. So we're going to go that way, and then eventually we're going to get down to the downtown Cape of Paphos harbour area, which of course is paradise. So this is that first roundabout. If we go left, we go back towards Uptown McDonald's. If we go right, we'd go towards the rear of the Paphos courts. But as I've said, these are going straight. So let's go and check and see what is going on with the breakfast crew. The girls in charge of the Marika and Me Lounge. Well, the Dolly Bird known as Miss Vivian, the superstar known as Miss Nessie, and the most beautiful woman in downtown Frodsham, Cheshire, Miss Beverly, who just happens to be the wife of Ian the Butcher, a bit of a gangster in downtown Frodsham, that's for sure. He likes to butcher the life out of pork chops and a rack of ribs, that's for sure. Now, bit of chaos because, well, we're at that funny time of day, which of course is lunchtime, and well, we're stuck in traffic because there's traffic lights again, and they turn to red, and for some reason people have stopped. I don't know why, although it is a good reason to stop and have a good look at your mobile phone, check your Facebook profile, and perhaps watch a Marika and Me YouTube video, because of course I'm making one as we drive. So, superstars in town, let's go and have a look and see who's on some of the sofas today. The girl in charge of pretty much about everything on the Marika and Me channel is the one and only Dame Anne. A good morning to you, Dame Anne. Hope you're keeping well, and hopefully you're getting over that little bout of flu, hopefully, because very soon you will be checking that EasyJet app and boarding a plane and coming out to downtown Paphos, and of course booking into one of the greatest hotels in Paphos, which is Alexander the Great, that's for sure. Top floor, great spectacular view across the blue Mediterranean Sea, and of course a great view as the sun sets in the sky and vanishes off to downtown Cape, Australia. But don't worry, it'll come kicking back in the morning, that is for sure. See, traffic lights have gone to red again, but never mind, let's be patient and check who's on those sofas, because we understand that sitting next to Dame Anne must be the superstar known as Anna Starr. Welcome to the sofa, Anna. Hopefully you're having a great day in downtown Poland, and hopefully the law courts are not working you too hard, but hopefully you're making new friends and perhaps making some enemies as well, who knows, but hopefully you're making some money, that's for sure, because that's what it's all about. Get that money, get on a big bird, come to Paphos and have a great holiday indeed, and we'll look forward to chuchka dancing down the Cape of Paphos promenade with you and your family, that is for sure. Now, on that sofa there has to be two porn stars. Who are they? Well, Viking Ronnie, he's sitting on the left hand arm, and of course on the other arm is the police commissioner in charge of all of the Marika and Me antics, and his name is Ronnie Miller, superstar amongst superstars. Mr. Ronnie the Viking likes a cup of coffee, filter coffee, and he likes a piece of brown toast with a bit of malt in it, so he says. And of course Mr. Ronnie, the police commissioner, what does he like? He likes a cup of tea in the mornings and a nice rich tea biscuit. So, come on, Lord Johnny, let's get serving. Let's get serving and make sure that everyone's very happy. Now, unfortunately, the superstar known as Lord Nigel Big Guns. He's resigned his post because he's been offered a new job as the chairman and chief executive officer of Breitling watches, which is his dream job because he does like to buy a Breitling watch or two. And you never know, he might pop into Miss Cooler's shop and buy something extra special for his sweetheart, his partner in crime, Lady so sweet Caroline. And of course, you'll be coming out to downtown Paphos very soon, bringing the gang. And of course, in the gang is the one and only superstar known as Miss Ellie. So we're looking forward to seeing you all. And of course, the Olympic Lagoon is open, it's kicked back into life. There's still one or two little bits and bobs to do, but I promise you, it is almost ready, and it's welcoming guests. We saw guests sitting around the pool only yesterday, if you look carefully in yesterday's video, and there's a Mr. Stephen and a Miss Maureen staying there as we speak, and they're celebrating Maureen's 71st birthday. So we wish you a very happy birthday indeed, Miss Maureen, and we hope that you have a truly spectacular holiday. And don't forget, you can upload videos or pictures to our website, and our website is marikaandme.com. marikaandme.com. So if you want to upload some photos, they don't have to be photos of your holiday in Paphos. They can be photos of you back in your home country. There can be photos of you in the Caribbean. It doesn't really matter, but you can share these photos with ourselves and the rest of the family members. Now, there's a young man there on the side. He's got himself a bouquet of flowers. Why is that, I wonder? Well, I'll tell you why that. It's because today is International Women's Day. Yes, so if you've got a woman in your life, make sure you get her some flowers, a bottle of wine, some chocolates, and perhaps a little trinket or two, if she means that. Little bit of specialness to you, that's for sure. So the girls in our lives should be treated with ultimate respect every single day, but today they should be treated that little bit better. So let's go and check and see what's going on. Now, I've promised, because we've got a superstar. We've got lots of superstars, you understand that, but we've got one young lady, and she's a princess, and she's been ill over the last couple of days, but yesterday she's recovered and now she feels an awful lot better. So I've promised her father and her mother, and her father happens to be a king and her mother happens to be a queen, so that must mean that she must be a princess. So Princess Darlie, I have commissioned a very special cheesecake with blueberries and some orange chips in it as well. So there you go, Miss Vivian has made a special cheesecake cupcake just for you. And just in case your mum, Queen Kyrene, wants one, there's one for her. And just in case your dad, my cousin King James, wants one, there's one for him. And there's also some for our other superstars on the sofa just over there. Who are they? Well, Lord Richard, he's the man in charge of Marika and Me. You can go on the site and click through and have a look at what he does, because he likes to monkey around with the superstar known as Mr. Sean Broad, and they like to concoct potions for weight loss and weight gain and vitamins and all those kind of things. And of course, he's got a partner in crime, Lord Richard, yes, and her name is Lady Julie Nash, which means they've got a son, and his name is Mr. Leo, superstar amongst superstars, and he's probably tucking into a piece of Oreo cheesecake, because that probably is his favourite, because he likes Oreo ice cream. Now, there's a big church just come up over here, so we're going to take a left and wiggle our way towards Bar Street. But if you went right at these traffic lights, you would go up what us locals refer to as Russian Road. So you've got the Eplis, I think is how you pronounce it, medical centre on the corner, and that means that that is the very start of Russian Road. But we're going to take a left past this big church, and we're going to head down towards Bar Street, and eventually we're going to get to the promenade and of course the downtown Cape of Paphos Harbour area. So the idea of this video is to show you some of the alternative routes to get there, and perhaps if you're in hotels like, I don't know, the Mayfair Hotel just over the road there, if you go up Russian Road and take a left, you go into the main foyer of the Mayfair Hotel. You've also got the King Jason Hotel on that road just over yonder, and you've got many apartment complexes on this particular road here. So we're going to take a right, and we're going to start our descent now towards the area known as Bar Street. And you've got one or two restaurants on our left hand side. You've got the Almond Tree restaurant, that's just there. And there's other restaurants and bars which you're going to notice as we go down. You've got the Georgia restaurant just on the corner, and you've got the Friends Bar coming up. So one assumes that Mr. Jamie and his family are in there talking to Mr. George. Now this place used to be called the Last Pub, but now it's called the Meeting Pub. So there you go. That's a new pub that is opening up, that's for sure. And you've got the Ampora Restaurant, a nice steakhouse coming up on our left hand side. We're now stuck in traffic again. What's going on in the world? I just don't know. And that's the Friends Bar just over there, and the Alekos Hotel Apartments. So we did a little bit of a review on them the other day. Pop Alekos Apartments and the Friends Bar into the search bar, Marika and me, and guess what? Up it'll come. So this bus is dropping off some people, so we'll forgive them for that, because you never know, they may be family members. When we get to the corner of this little road at the end here, we're going to have the Baywatch Bar on our right hand side, which is like a sports bar, entertainment bar. But we're going to take a left and we're going to head up Bar Street. Now Bar Street, of course, at this time of day in the afternoon is pretty much closed, but at night time it starts to kick into life, and there's many popular bars on there. We've got the Flyers Bar, you've got the Seven Club, or that's changed its name, but there's no name up yet. So slowly but surely you're going to learn your way around the area. And as you can see, Friends Bar at this time of day is quite busy, to be honest. You never know, that could be Jamie sitting over there in the corner. Perhaps we'll pop in and have a chat afterwards, you never know. So here we go, we're going to take a left. This is the Rainbow Club on our left hand side, by the way. If you kept going straight there, you would eventually come down to the Cape of Paphos Promenade, but we're going to show you Bar Street, isn't it? So you've got the Clilensi, and then you've got the Ancori. I think my pronunciation is Sherlock Holmes, you know that. As is this road, by the way. This road is absolutely terrible. Now the former Seven Club was there on the right hand side, and it's been completely refurbed. They just haven't put the name up yet. And this is the Flyers Bar. That's Sally Bryers. That's her favourite bar. She's going to retire to Cyprus one of these days and buy it, so she says. This is a great takeaway, by the way. Possibly the best pizza in Paphos. And why do I say that? Because I've eaten pizza from there many times. And you heard me mention a man called Sir Stuart Pearson, the greatest singer in downtown Scotland. Well, he's got a partner in crime, and her name is Miss Shauna, and she's a chef, by the way. And she went there last summer and she had some pizza, and she told me that it was the greatest pizza that she had ever eaten. So on my recommendation and her recommendation, I'm going to say it's probably the best pizza shop in the whole of Paphos. Now this part of Bar Street is a little bit run down, as you can see. You've got the Vibes Cub and you've got the Station Pub that opens up on the weekends, but as for this bit now, well, it's a little bit Sherlock Holmes, isn't it? But as we move down here, you've got Pantaris Rentals. He's quite an honest chap. Andreas is the boss, does you a fair deal if you want a family rental or a little run round. They also do scooters and motorbikes. This now is the Keg and Barrel that's coming up on the left hand side, very popular with locals, expats and tourists alike. You've got the Memories Cafe Cocktail Bar right in front of us towards the left, and just up towards the left, if you turn left, you actually have the new restaurant called the Lodge, which used to be next door to the Olympic Lagoon. And of course that's T&J's Fish and Chips, probably the greatest fish and chip shop in the world, if not in downtown Paphos. That's the Mayfair Hotel over there. Now you may have noticed they closed off the main road to the promenade because they're doing a bit of digging and a bit of tarmacking and those kind of things. Portobello Restaurant on our left, Viva Cyprus on our left. You've got a kiosk, plenty of bits and bobs. If you're looking for something to eat or a special little trinket or gift, I'm pretty sure you're going to find it in downtown Paphos. That there on the right hand side is the Alexander the Great Hotel. That's a hotel that's waiting to welcome many people indeed, including the superstar known as Dame Anne. Now there's a parade of shops just on the left hand side here. We'll let this bus go. And in there is the Secret Garden restaurant, which is a very good restaurant indeed, by the way. Hidden out of sight, but if you go into the parade of shops, you're going to notice there's tables and chairs, and that is the Secret Garden restaurant. Great food, and Mr. Matthias, the owner, and his daughter and his son are going to help you, and the waiters are absolutely fantastic, and I mean it, they really are. That's the Amarvi 5-star luxury resort there on the right hand side. This is the Ampora Resort coming up on the right hand side, and now we are heading towards the area known as the Triangle. Plenty of restaurants, plenty of bars and gift shops on this particular area. And this is the Hotels Road, but we are actually going the wrong way, if you understand me, because the promenade is the other way. But the digging is going to go on for the next week to 10 days, and then hopefully we're going to get an even more spectacular promenade area and harbour area than we've ever had before. So I'm going to say thanks for watching, and of course if you do like what you see, why not hit the like, click subscribe, and come back for a little bit more of our madness. And if you want to watch the channel grow and you want to continue to see some of these videos, why not go through to our about page, where you could consider to hit the buy me a coffee icon once or twice. Very much appreciated. We'll turn it into liquid benzene, which is petrol, and drive around and make more videos especially for you. Thanks for watching.